Governance in football is just one of the issues being looked at as the Guyana Football Federation's elections is due to happen in just about 24 hours. Minister of Sport Dr. Frank Anthony said he was very happy to see that many of the thorny issues facing the National Federation have been resolved.
What we need is organizations, national organizations that have transparency, accountability, good governance structures. And I think for some time now, we've had problems with a number of national organizations. I hope by going through this process that football would also, in a way, set the basis and become the model for other national organizations to follow.
His permanent secretary, Alfred King, who is also one of the candidates for the top position, shares that view.
And I think the time is now for us to come together and collectively agree on the way forward for football administration. And that must include also a proper structure for governance. This equal sharing of assets and or resources to encourage the development of football throughout all the administrative associations. Allowing associations to be a little bit more accountable. You know the issues, the wide-ranging issues as it relates to financial accountability throughout all the administrators. We need to fix those things.
King, who is also the president of the Referees Council, also wants to see term limits introduced to guard against what he says could be complacency. And entering the fray too is Jamal Shabazz, the former coach of the Golden Jaguars, who made a special trip here to endorse Aubrey Shanghai Major. Shabazz said as an investor in Guyana football, he believes he is entitled to make a contribution.
So here I am to address what I think is the most important election that Guyana faces, because governance in football, in my opinion, is just as important as governance in politics. Because we're talking about the lives of young people, we're talking about a country, and for a lot of people in the Caribbean, we see football just as a sport.
The elections are due for Friday, and according to GFF officials, all the preparations are in place and everything is good to go. Sports Minister Dr. Frank Anthony may have some explaining to do in Parliament if he expects to get the funding he is seeking in this year's budget. A Partnership for National Unity Member of Parliament Christopher Jones was adamant that his party will not support the granting of any money to the Sports Ministry until the minister provides answers on what exactly is its sports policy.
I take this opportunity to indicate that after thorough scrutiny of the rhetoric by the PPPC government, I cannot support this budget in its entirety. I believe to do this, it will be a betrayal of the Guyanese populace who have entrusted me and every other legislator in this House with the inescapable responsibility of nation building and the insurance of a good life, not only for them, but for their children and their children's children.
Jones said that with the Olympics coming to Brazil in 2016, it is high time the minister brings to the National Assembly the plans he has in place to ensure maximum participation. Reporting for Capital News, Raul Collins.